And a 1, a 2, a stiddly diddly do. Right?
Sure.
That's not me. Must be some kind of voice inside of the phone.
One below dub dub.
Oh, and he's spouting nonsense. I better censor him. So, hello, Zach. I actually got this asshole here because he wanted to talk about E3 Nintendo for some reason. And I said...
talk about some more of E3, but you did the other ones.
Yeah, well, I mean, you weren't here, so I had to do something to keep some level of consistency, even though I'm probably going to upload all of these in July.
Consistency?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try and upload, like, one part every couple of days, which means I'll probably not do that because of my thumb injury, so, you know. Anyway, we're here to talk about Nintendo. Who won E3. It wasn't even a contest. They won. They were...
Xbox had a decent one.
No, they didn't. It was pretty mediocre.
And Square showed off Final Fantasy VII.
Wow, that's one thing.
Yeah, but that was one heck of a thing.
Great. That's one thing.
Whatever.
I mean, it was good. It was perfect, but it was still like it was one thing. I mean, let's be honest here. So yeah, you know. But Nintendo won E3. It's not even a contest, you know. Yeah, they had amazing pacing. They knew what to show, how long to show it.
And they didn't waste all their time on one game like they do for certain other E3 or directs that they've done in the past.
2018.
Smash.
Yeah. Smash. But yeah, you know, Nintendo won. It's not even a contest. Anyone who says it was, you're stupid and you deserve to be made fun of.
Why, Cody?
Because I said so, that's why. I'll put you in your fucking place.
So what are we talking about first?
Alright, well first off, let's get the big stuff out of the way. Bowser is actually presented for a little bit. It was only a little bit, unfortunately, since, you know, Doug Bowser, the Nintendo of America... Yeah, seriously.
Poor Bowser.
Bowser is a fucking king, alright? You do not kick out my boy Bowser, alright? You do not do that, alright? That offended me, right there. That instantly, like, that was a very poor start. You don't kick out my boy Bowser, alright?
That wasn't the start, though.
I don't give a shit. Alright? You don't do that.
Okay.
You don't do that. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Shut up. I feel so bad for Bowser. Anyway, the real start was actually Smash Brothers with the dragon.
Anime sword fighter.
Yeah. I'm just gonna talk about all of the Smash stuff in one thing because honestly, I don't care. They showed another character at the end, which we'll talk about later. So don't spoil it. And if you do, I'm gonna censor you. So yeah, Smash Brothers, Dragon Quest, Anime Sword Fighter, instant fail. Smash Ultimate is still the most terriblest game ever, worstest thing in the history of everything. No, it's fine. I mean, I'm not really a Dragon Quest person, so I don't really care about them, but I'm happy for all the Dragon Quest fans.
All Dragon Quest fans.
I'm happy for Japan, essentially, because they got what they want. Thankfully, Westerners got what they wanted with Banjo.
Rather have Minecraft
Which,
Steve.
even though I'm not really a huge Banjo guy, like, I've never played Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie. I own them, but I haven't played them.
Minecraft Steve? That would have been greater, clearly.
Yeah, clearly. But I will be honest, though. The trailer was absolutely hilarious, and I love it. And it also had Duck Hunt Dog dying, which was really satisfying. If you've ever played Duck Hunt, you know why it's satisfying to see that pup get put down. So, you know.
Poor King K. Rool, though. Now he's gonna go and starve to death.
Good.
Just like,
good.
It's gonna be just bones. He's
good.
Gonna be trapped under a rock.
Good. I hate him. He's fat, so therefore he's a terrible person.
But he's a thick boy.
You heard it here. He wants to bone a fat
he's
crocodile.
Thick.
Yeah. So sexy, isn't he, Zach? Remember, he's sexually aroused. I'm not censoring this, by the way. This will be in the video.
Whatever you say.
I don't really care about the hero. Banjo, I love the trailer. Banjo, I've never played, though. But I'm happy. You know, more characters. they're, Banjo is someone people wanted, and I have no issues with it. What do you think?
I might consider actually getting into DLC sometime down the line when I get more money.
All right, that's enough. No, continue.
When I get enough money on my eShop account.
Oh my god, why don't you have the DLC already? It's not like it's a good idea to wait and see what they actually offer, so that way you don't waste your money.
Two of the characters are anime.
Yeah.
And that's a sin.
Yeah, seriously. Why the hell did they put Banjo in there? That is a terrible anime character.
They should put a good anime character like Corey Baxter. Now that.
No. It has to be SpongeBob. Get it right.
Okay, SpongeBob.
Yeah. Now he fits with Nintendo.
SpongeBob.
We're gonna piss so many people off.
No,
I can't wait
not.
to. I don't know. Last time I made fun of anime, I actually did get a few comments, and they weren't very pleasant. Even though I'm an anime fan, but whatever. All right. Afterwards,
Peter Griffin should be.
All right. I'm gonna get this out of the way now, since I kind of want to do a rant video on Pokemon in general. Pokemon Sword and Shield. We already know about what. If you've seen the controversy, I don't really think I need to say anything more. I'm not happy with what they're doing with the game. The game looks like it was being made on the SNES, which with Mode 7, it looks that fucking pathetic.
Cody.
It's absolutely abysmal, and no, it's not going too far. It showcases that Game Freak are one of the laziest companies
They are very
ever.
lazy.
Yeah, which is weird because their B team.
They probably need bigger staff, honestly.
But I don't fucking understand it. Like, the last time they had Ambition was 2016 with Sun and Moon. That game was awesome. And then suddenly, like, they made Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which in my opinion are some of the worst main series games ever. They're absolutely pointless.
What's wrong with them?
They're fucking pointless. They just literally re-released Sun and Moon with, like, changes near the end, and that's it. That's all it was. It was a waste of a third version and fourth version since they had 2 games. Like, usually I like to own the second version to re-experience the game. I don't want to do...
for Gen 3, you would do that?
Yeah. But I don't want to do that with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Because if I want to experience the story, I'd rather experience Sun and Moon. Because Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, what's even worse is that they fuck up the story. They fuck up the character development that Lily got, and they fuck up Lucimine's character, and how great of a villain she was. They just fuck up so many characters, and it's just like, no. You know? They were different for the sake of being different, and the story itself they replaced it with was just dumb. And then they made Let's Go, which I will actually say I am enjoying on its own merit. But I will admit that it doesn't have the full effort and staying power of a typical Pokemon game. And that there are a lot of other games I would play over it. So yeah, Game Freak, they've been pretty bad for a while, and this seems to be the culmination of all of their issues. I'm going to go into it in another video. I don't want to go too much longer here, so I'll just say I'm not happy with Sword and Shield. I'm not happy with their decisions. I've ranted about it. We have my channel up right now because I was checking my videos for stuff. So, like, I already know I have a rant, so, you know, let's move on. I'm depressed.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
I actually liked what I saw from this. I've never played Luigi's Mansion. But
I played like 5 or 10 minutes at like this like at the school, like they had this like club there where you could only play for 15 minutes.
Oh, what a tease!
So,
what can you do in 15 minutes?
Nothing.
Especially if it's an RPG. Ugh.
Trying to do the Mario Karts All Cup 2 were there definitely.
I don't even think you would be able to get past the first 2 tracks. But yeah, I mean, you know, Luigi's Mansion, I've never played. I want to give at least the first game, I want to at least give the first game a shot. I'm not sure.
Which version will you play?
Oh, the 3DS one, clearly it's the superior version.
It controls better.
Yeah.
And looks better.
And plays better. It has useless
Better
multiplayer
sound,
components.
Better sound, clearly.
Yeah.
Because it's coming out
yeah.
3DS speakers.
Yeah. Should have had a Switch version. Well, anyway, I love the slam move. That's actually really awesome. That slam move, like, I've seen gameplay footage via the Treehouse. It actually does have some pretty useful utility. I love the plunger with the rope. That's hilarious to me. I don't know why. Was that in Dark Moon or was it not? I don't think it was. I think that's a new thing.
I don't know.
Which they advertised in Smash Brothers Ultimate because they had the Poltergust, which is what it's known as, and that Poltergust was not from Dark Moon. It was actually from Smash Brothers as a hint for Luigi's Mansion 3. So that's neat.
We
Yeah,
also saw
it's good.
some more
It's
Dragon
good.
Quest 11.
I was getting to that. Don't rush me. Anyway,
That was shown off before Luigi's Mansion.
if you interrupt me again, I will slap you in the penis. But yeah, Luigi's Mansion is good. And now you can say what you want to.
Yeah,
God.
they showed off Dragon Quest 11S.
Okay, now shut your face. Now it's my turn. See, now they showed off Dragon Quest 11, and they also showed off, some more of the game, even though we don't need to. It's more important if it comes from me, since it's my channel, as we know. Am I being an asshole?
I think it'll turn out well for Switch.
I mean, it's a game we already know about. We've seen everything. The only thing that's changed is we don't have the MIDI soundtrack. I hope we have an option to change that, because the MIDI soundtrack is the best thing about the game, clearly.
I think that Game Freak should have a MIDI soundtrack for Sword and Shield.
Yeah, even though in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee they had an orchestra.
Yeah, but we need to be within budget.
Oh, to be fair, with Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, the 3DS could barely run it. If they actually used a full orchestra for the soundtrack, which 3DS games can do, it would have...
Which ones?
Kid Icarus Uprising, that used a full...
Wait, for
Sonic also did, Generations. Remember, there were tracks that were used from the console generations. There were a couple, not too many, mind you, because it depends on space limitations. But considering how much space Pokemon Sun and Moon used, it was probably for the best that they stuck with. And to be fair, for what they did with the soundtrack, it was still really good. I like Sun and Moon's music. Listen to like Vast Pony Canyon on YouTube. It's a really, really nice track.
Wait, for which one's Sun and Moon?
Yeah, Vast Pony Canyon. It's pretty nice. In fact, I'll actually, you know what, future me, put it in the background right now. Do it. Do it! Thank you. So yeah, after speaking to my future self, which I can totally do, there's also Dragon Quest Builders 2. That wasn't the next thing they showed off, but it was something they showed off.
The highlight reel.
No, it was also a thing.
Wasn't it released I think was it released?
It was
already?
in Japan.
It was already released in Japan.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
I don't really know much about it.
It's pretty much Dragon Quest Minecraft, I think.
Minecraft.
Get the fuck out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft. All right, let's get some. Let's fast forward through some stuff. Daemon X Machina, which.
I mean, I've heard from. There's been some more recent footage that looks better. The frame rate's looking a lot better.
It's weird. This is the game I'm simultaneously...
They revealed it too early.
You see, this is the game I'm simultaneously really interested and not interested in. Because on one hand, I love how different it is from other Nintendo products. Honestly, this seems like it would be from Monolith Soft. Like, the people who made Xenoblade. Not, like, Nintendo typically, you know? Mm-hmm. But apparently, it's similar. It's an in-house Nintendo game. Like, it is a first-party product. It's not owned by, like, Monolith Soft or Namco or Game Freak, like with Pokemon. It's owned as a first-party Nintendo IP. I love its art style. I love the ideas. It reminds me of, like, again, Monolith Soft, Platinum, sort of an anime. Zone of the Enders is probably the biggest one.
People compare it a lot to Armored Core.
Yeah. But I'm talking more about in terms of art style. So I love it, but I'm going to be honest, I'm getting sick of seeing it at E3s since it's been at, like, what, the past... How many Directs has it been at? Like, the past 5 Directs?
I don't know.
It's been in, like, the past 5 Directs, and it's just, like...
They revealed it too early.
Yeah, it's sort of like...
The demo did not run well at all on honestly.
It's sort of like KH3, where I'm getting sick of seeing it everywhere, and I just want it to be released. So I think, yeah, you hit the nail in the coffin, because you heard that they released they announced it too early. I'm
Well,
betting that's what happened.
I played only like 5 minutes of the demo, and that's it.
Did it run well?
No.
Okay. Well, that's a good sign. Anyway. Ooh, your favorite, Contra.
I only played one Contra game. I've only really played.
Konami's on fire, aren't they? Ruining
I've only played
Contra.
for the first one.
I mean, the Contra collection was pretty neat for those who are fans. I'm happy we have that.
Was that announced there?
Yes, it was.
Oh.
It was announced right after the
Yeah, well...
other
I mean...
announcement. What was it known as? Contra, like, what was it?
I don't know. I told you to write it down.
Okay, whatever. Future Me put the name in there since the game itself looks so fucking bland. That game looked terrible. It looked awful. I knew from the second I saw it, I was like, okay, this will be the most disliked thing. And then Sword and Shield happened, but still, I knew instantly people were gonna be worse than Battletoads.
No, Battletoads was pretty bad.
Yeah, but like this has even more of a dislike ratio than Battletoads. Because, like, Battletoads at the very least is trying to emulate the originals in some way. It's trying to reference them. It's failing.
Tunnel, the only level, the only
It's failing.
The only thing it referenced was Turbo Tunnel.
No, they also reference, they have a couple of, little beat 'em up sections here and
Yeah,
there.
I know, but the only
It
alternate
feels
game
like the
itself.
people have a basic understanding of the franchise, whereas
Yeah,
Contra, they don't
only up
have...
to level 3.
I know,
That's
but
it.
but that's still some level of knowledge. Contra, it feels like they have no idea. They just think, 90s, testosterone, Michael Bay, explosions, and then that's the game. And it's just like, it's so dull. Like, ugh.
Well, I can't wait to see it drop in price.
I can't wait to see it be a full price game. A full price game.
No, it won't be.
I hope it is.
It'll probably be like...
I hope it. Oh, I hope it is. It probably won't be. You're right, but I really hope it is.
$30.
Oh, it's still too much. It should be like $5. That game looks so bad. So yeah. Resident Evil 5 and 6, or shit, as I so eloquently put it on my list.
I mean,
Neat.
I still consider it a good game.
5's a great Michael Bay game.
I mean, it doesn't have...
Sheva's a great partner to have when she's running into walls and getting shot all the time.
That's what the game's meant for co-op, Cody.
Oh, yeah. But
Why are you playing it by yourself?
Well, I mean, I don't really have you or Mike here all the time. Mike's, like, in another state,
Yeah.
and you're in Saturday.
Yeah.
What, you want me to walk to your house and say, "Alright, stop the fuck what you're doing, we're playing Resident Evil 5. What's
No,
that? You're doing college tests? I don't want to fucking hear it. We're gonna play this."
You haven't even played a single Resident Evil, and neither have I.
Yeah. Okay, I see. So when you play it, you're gonna bust down my door and say, "Alright, drop what you're doing, drop your work, drop everything."
No, because I'm not gonna... Oh, wait, actually, no, that's a lie, actually. I played some of 7. I played a little bit of
Yeah, I was just going to say.
I forgot about that, because I didn't play that far.
Yeah. So that's a thing. Dark Crystal. This was the Netflix thing.
It's a game. It's a tactical game. I don't really care about it, though.
I forgot what it was, honestly. Oh my god, if you actually did some research, you would know what the fuck this is. I don't
they
care.
have a new series, a Netflix original new series of Dark Crystal. That's based off of like a off the cult classic film.
Ah, goody. They want to ruin something else.
Good.
But Voltron, you said, was actually pretty decent. Yeah, that was DreamWorks. And even then, later seasons, they I still liked later seasons, but even then, I will admit, season 7 and 8 were drop in quality compared to the previous seasons. Fire Emblem.
It should turn out. It should be fun to play. I guess. I mean.
I honestly, I don't play Fire Emblem.
I like that guy who talks about we'll kill them all or something. That was a pretty funny line.
I love the green-haired lolly in the chair. Oh my, how did you end up here? That'll be your fucking love interest, won't it?
No, it won't be the love interest.
Doesn't Fire Emblem give you the option to like marry, like have adults marry children?
I
I think they
I
do.
don't think so.
I think they do.
I don't think so.
I think they do. I think they have like options to marry like 14-year-old, you know, for like 18-year-olds or 20-year-olds to marry like 14-year-olds.
Oh, no.
Hey Digibro, you'll love this game. You get to marry lollies.
Fire Emblem Three Houses. I mean, the gameplay should.
I mean, the green lolly will be the best character
the
ever.
gameplay will probably turn out well.
That's
I don't know
it.
about the story.
I mean, you know, it's a great waifu simulator.
Which is what the series has become.
Oh yeah, I'm so getting it now. No, I'm not. Honestly, no other green-haired girl will ever. No other green-haired girl will ever be Palutena. So you know, it's just natural fact. Oh, Secret of Mana. The games are being re-released as well as there's a
collection and also
the remake.
the remake of the third game.
Yeah, and it's
Trials of Mana, I think.
a full-on remake, like a 3D remake.
Yeah,
full on.
it looks a lot better than the remake they gave to Secret of Mana.
I wouldn't know. I'm not really.
You didn't see the Secret of Mana one? It was.
I don't follow the Mana series. It's like
Yeah,
it's.
I don't either, but I
don't either, but I know more stuff. I know more stuff about franchises that you don't give a shit about.
I just found out.
God, you're worse than the fucking fans that I piss off sometimes saying, "How do you not know of this?"
I'm just curious about how the remake was, because it's a beloved game.
Okay, well I wasn't. I don't give a shit about Mana. I
don't really care
I
either.
give a shit about Mana. Like
I don't
even
care
less than I
either.
give a
I
shit
don't
about
really have
Kirby.
any-
so.
I don't really have any interest to really play any of them anytime
Yeah.
soon.
And just to, you know, satiate the Kirby fans. No, I don't hate Kirby. I just mentioned him because I don't care about him. Shut up!
What was besides Mana then? Oh yeah, Witcher 3.
Which, okay.
Yeah. Hopefully the port turns out well.
I hope it runs at like 10 frames per minute.
Wow.
Considering how unpolished it is. Yeah.
I look forward to seeing how that port comes out. Probably won't get it though, because I already have it on Xbox One.
I'd probably buy it for my Xbox One X, if only because it would actually run, you know, just a little bit smoother.
Does it? I think it runs at 60 on the X and Pro. It might. I don't know.
Well, that'll help for input,
It
you
might.
know,
I don't
for less
know.
input
I
delays.
don't know
So.
if it does.
We
know
also
it targets 30
before
for base consoles.
next on my list is the Panzer Dragoon remake, which I did not see come. You know, it's funny. I know Brain Scratch actually mentioned this. Sega surprisingly had a really good showing with like what was it? Phantasy Star Online 2,
but no Sonic-
Panzer Dragoon.
Oh yeah, and that's coming to
And-
Xbox One. Is that like it didn't say exclusive for Xbox One?
What, Panzer Dragoon?
Yeah, Online 2.
No, Phantasy Star Online 2. Yeah.
Yeah, Xbox One exclusive.
At least people can play it.
Yeah, it's funny that they would do it on that system instead of like PS4 because of the audience, different audience.
Okay.
It would be more suited for PS4 audience.
Okay. Anyway, Panzer Dragoon, you know, the remake. I've never played that. It's like a rail shooter, or like a, you know, sort of,
Something like that.
yeah. I hear the game is great, so, I mean, the remake should be good.
Should be awesome-tacular.
That's racist. And, No More Heroes, 3, which...
Which opens up with some great dialogue from Travis.
I wonder how the controls will actually be, since the Switch doesn't have the same motion technology that the Wii has. So
There'll probably be an option to switch between motion and standard controls, I'm gonna assume.
Uh-oh.
Like the PS3
No More Heroes
part,
doesn't play well with a normal
the
controller.
the PS3
Unless your name is Travis Strikes Again.
But that's That's very different. That's not really No More Heroes. That's a spin-off of.
It doesn't matter. My point still stands.
It doesn't play anything like No More Heroes.
It doesn't. My point still stands though, is that No More Heroes doesn't play that great with a normal controller. It's why It's one of the 53 reasons why Heroes Paradise is a terrible port. Besides the fact that if you play on normal, a boss will have infinite health and it's impossible to beat the game. That was nice. Anyway, Astral Chain, which I actually really thought looks great. I love the idea of you chaining up creatures and actually using them to fight with you. I love, like, I love what they're doing so far with that. It looks really fun. What do you think?
Should turn out well.
Are you interested?
I don't remember the trailer that much, though.
I remember a little bit of it. I love the concept. The story will probably be stupid as hell since it's Platinum, but
And
hey,
Platinum isn't known for great storytelling.
unless your name is Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, and even then, that's just great
Yep.
in sort of like, it's better than all of their others, and that's it. But, you know, it should be stupid. If it's like Bayonetta in terms of stupid, then whatever. I like the concept of, like, you capture, like, astrals and, like, you know, it makes sense for the title, Astral Chain. You're chaining up little ghosts, you know, creature things, and you're fighting with them. I think that's actually pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of Pokemon, only, you know, better than Sword and Shield. So, yeah. Animal Crossing. Hey, Animal Crossing fans. You can finally shut up now. You have your stupid game. There.
It's delayed.
Well, guess you better send death threats.
No.
But death threats are the hip thing to do on the internet, don't you know? To be fair, I'm happy they delayed it for the right reasons, though. You know, to give... I said it in my Sword and Shield rant, but I'm gonna say it here again. I'm happy they're giving devs, like, time to actually, like, live and breathe and live a normal life and spend time with their families and not kill themselves Red Dead 2 style over making a game. So, and I was joking about the death threats, people. If you send them death threats and put my name or my YouTube name or whatever name in there, I'm gonna come over and TP your house. You don't want that, trust me. So don't do it.
No, you won't. You won't do that.
I have my ways.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. So anyway, Empire of Sin. Which,
Don't care.
Did I just... Okay, Empire of Sins.
Don't care about
thought
it.
I spelled it wrong. The song was pretty nice, and that's about it.
But I don't care about the game.
What the fuck even was that, anyway? It was
I
like
don't know.
some noir thing.
Yeah.
Like, I remember Scott the Woz. Hey y'all, Scott here, and I'm an No, okay, I like Scott, but, you know, still, like, that's like the last thing I would think to see at Nintendo's Direct. Like, that's something I would think would be at, like, Bethesda or Microsoft. Not Nintendo. And, of course, you're just nodding away. You can't see it, but I'm, like, shaking my head furiously trying to imitate him. Because, you know... Hey, Zach, if you're, like, bored, why'd you decide to be here?
Because you forced me to.
I told you I would do it without you! And then you said, no, it's fine, I want to do it.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I forced you to be here. I have several phone calls that'll prove you wrong.
Whatever. So now, what's next?
Want me to
after that?
want me to redo this by myself?
No. City of Sin. What was next after that?
It's Empire of Sins.
Whatever. Who cares?
Say it right.
I don't care about the game.
Say it right. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which looks pretty mediocre.
Like another Ultimate Alliance game.
I've
Never played them.
played them once and I don't remember it very well.
Don't care.
The graphics look pretty
Cartoony.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's better than the Square Avengers game. It looks better than that. Yeah, it does.
We haven't really gotten to see really any footage for that yet, so...
I've seen more than enough. I've seen
models,
more than
some of the
enough.
models are,
Those models are ugly.
like, good lord.
Johnny on Twitter, some call me Johnny, said it best.
You idiots! These are not them! You've captured their stunt doubles!
Mario and Sonic at the 2020 something Olympic Games. I don't know where they are. I don't care.
It's not Olympic Games. It should.
Hopefully it's better than the Wii U ones, since the Wii U ones are terrible. I hope it's at least on par with London 2012.
I mean, it'll probably be better than the Wii U ones.
I do like that they have outfit customization. That's nice.
I mean, I'm not gonna buy the game.
I hope they have the Sanic t-shirts.
I mean, I'm not gonna buy the game, so in the end,
I'll probably get it if it gets a decent reception. If it doesn't, then I'll just wait for a price drop. That's what I usually do for Mario and Sonic
I won't
at
get
the
it
Olympic
even
Games.
in the bargain bin.
Okay, good for you. I hope they have the Sanic shirt.
No.
That would be amazing.
Fuck you say.
Do it. Do it.
Put a Gundam Knuckles there because we need dead memes.
Sanic isn't a
We
dead
need to show
meme.
how.
Sanic isn't. Hey, Sanic is not a dead meme.
I want
Okay.
to show how
Sanic
they
is
are.
not. Sanic is not a dead meme.
I want Sonic.
He's
Team to
immortal.
show-
Damn it. He's
I want-
immortal.
I want to see Sega show how out of touch they are by putting Gundam Knuckles in it.
Then there was the highlight reel, which is the last thing we have. Which
They showed off
Hollow Knight stuff. There's Nino
Spyro,
Kuni,
Big Knight
Spyro. I mean, Spyro is probably the worst kept secret in history.
worst kept.
Yeah, probably. I mean, we all saw it coming.
Yeah.
Nino Kuni, which is actually pretty cool.
Well,
Thankfully, it's not
just
the.
it's the PS3. It's just a port of the PS3 version. It's not like the other versions, which are going to be a remaster.
At least it's not Nino Kuni 2.
What's wrong with that? I thought it was supposed to be better in terms, at least gameplay wise. What's wrong with 2?
It was just a lot lesser in so many ways. And the combat was like Kingdom Hearts, but with even less like to do in the combat than Kingdom Hearts 1. So that's
I don't really know much
it was about as simplistic as 358 over 2 days
I don't know much
in
about,
terms of combat,
I don't
so
know much about Nino Kuni.
from what I hear it was just pretty Like critics really enjoyed it. Critics actually gave it some pretty high scores, like 8s, 9s. Some were a bit more mixed, but generally
0 out of 10.
No.
A travesty.
But generally, fans are pretty polarized on it. Some people like it. Some people just think it's mediocre. Some people outright despise it. So, and honestly, from what I've seen of it, it doesn't really look that impressive. Honestly, it looks pretty lazy. I saw the Unusual Suspects review of it, and he was pretty harsh on it. So, and Hollow Knight stuff. I haven't played Hollow Knight, so I don't care. Relax, I just haven't played it. So there's your warning. Nintendo won. Yeah, what I like about Nintendo's...
Breath of the Wild 2 was, they had a trailer for it.
Oh, that's right. Oh, and Link's Awakening. I actually will say, I actually might get Link's Awakening if I enjoy A Link Between Worlds.
I don't think I'm gonna get it, honestly, until it's like lower in price because it's too expensive. Because I think it's gonna be $60, and that's too much for me. I already enjoy the original enough.
For some reason.
Well, it's one of my favorite Zeldas. It would be
For some reason.
Probably fourth favorite.
For some reason.
For some reason, it's a great game.
Yeah, it's a great game with a terrible inventory
It's
system.
the second best top-down one.
That's sad. It is.
Whatever you say.
Well, I mean, it's true.
Whatever.
Even Zelda fans admit that it's kind of sad. But whatever.
Sure.
Well, yeah, they do. The inventory system is terrible.
Yeah.
So, this is why that remake needs to exist. I actually really like the art style they're going for. I actually think it fits the game.
Hopefully they iron out the problems with with the frame rate. They'll probably just cap it at 30, honestly, I'm gonna assume.
Which is fine. You don't really need a massive frame rate for a top-down Zelda, to be honest. Isn't that the frame rate that, Link Between Worlds hit? It wasn't 60? I don't think it was.
I'll look that up. I don't know if it was 60 or not.
I don't think it was. I love the Zelda Dungeon Maker. I hope they make that into its own game.
But Yeah, but it's pretty limited. It's pretty limited though. It's from tiles you get from dungeons you complete it, so it's.
But
not,
yeah, but it's I sort of see it as like a
But,
demo for a
But
concept.
I don't know if they'll.
I see it. I
think-
see it as a concept that they could expand upon in either future top-down Zeldas, or hell, even just make it its own game, which I would like even better.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna Yeah, but I don't know if they're gonna let you share. Stuff.
But that's why I think it would be a great concept to expand upon.
Yeah.
So, I think it would be a neat idea. Honestly, that's probably the thing I'm most excited for, is just seeing what they do with that. Damn the rest of the game. No offense, to Link's Awakening, sort of, but, I never played it, but from what I've seen of it, it doesn't interest me. The remake, I will say, though, does look really good. I like what they're doing with the remake. And I like the Dungeon Maker aspect, and I think the art style is really adorable. I think it fits with the story they're telling as well. What I'm hoping is they actually expand on the story and try to tell it better, because the story in A Link's Awakening was not... Like, the ideas were really good, but it wasn't well done. So I'm hoping they try to make the story better. Like... actually fix... So, I think it would be good if they made it more of a... I think it would be good if they made it more of a conflict of whether Link should be going after, should be trying to escape the island or not.
Link Between Worlds is 60. Yep.
Huh.
Because sworn it was 60. So I guess I'm right. Yay.
Well, that's sad.
And what's sad?
On Link's Awakening's part, that it's not 60.
I mean...
That's a little sad.
It's also Unreal Engine, and
I don't really... That's
Yeah, I know.
still pretty sad, dude.
I know it is.
But whatever, I'm sure, the remake will be... because Link's Awakening's problem wasn't the world, it was more... Oh, okay, the world was way too small and way too easy, but really, it was more just the system it was on and not so much the world itself. So really, with the inventory system fixed, I don't really think the remake will be bad. It'll just be the definitive version. And that's all it'll be for, most people. Until people bitch about it. So yeah. And of course, the announcement I was happy about, Breath of the Wild 2 is happening. We only saw a trailer. Like, it wasn't even, there was no gameplay. And where are you going?
I'm just washing my hands right now real quick.
Okay, well, I guess I'll wrap this up. So, I really enjoy Breath of the Wild. I think it's a great game. It has its issues, and I'm hoping they're fixed. But generally, I'm really excited. I enjoy Breath of the Wild, and I shall look forward to the sequel. One thing I will say I hope they fix, though, is the inventory system, since the inventory system also, while definitely better than some Zelda games, definitely needs work. But that's... I might actually do a separate video on what I want for Breath of the Wild 2.
More traditional dungeons.
Well, that too, but they said already that was a given. I love the scene where we see Ganondorf's corpse. That's a really chilling scene. And I love Zelda's new haircut.
I'm
So,
looking forward to... I hope Tingle's in the game. We need Tingle back. He's an iconic character.
indeed. We need to see his wonderful little gonads in HD, don't we? I'm sure you would love that, wouldn't you?
No, I'd rather not.
You want to see it?
No.
You want to see that? You want to see that bulge?
No, I'd rather...
You want to see that ass? Don't you, Zach?
No, I'd rather not.
I think he's sweating a bit. This video is made. This person is after me.
I just think that Tingle needs to appear in more Zelda games.
What do you really want from the game besides dungeons, since we already know they're going to add those?
Even more for the world, like, just do more with the world. And I guess they could show, like, a more Hyrule being rebuilt a bit after...
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I'd like to see also more done with the champions. Because, we barely got anything. Because one of the major issues of Breath of the Wild is that the storytelling was bare minimum at best. and hopefully, I want better voice acting. Because if they're actually going to do voice acting, please make it good.
Nope, they'll have good voice acting for the games that people don't play.
You know, Kid Icarus Uprising, it's looking more like lightning in a bottle. Oh well. But yeah, I personally love Nintendo's conference. I love the pacing. The humor with Bowser and Doug Bowser, that was really funny. But there wasn't that much humor, which I appreciated. They kept the pace going pretty quickly. The amount of time was just right. Even for the games that weren't really necessarily good, the way they showed them was perfect. The presentation of the stuff was really good, and I couldn't be happier with it. You know, they kept it moving. They talked when they needed to. They showed actual gameplay. Holy shit, you mean when you show gameplay, people are actually interested? It's like this, a conference for video games? What the shit is this? Some of the announcements were amazing, you know. Banjo got people to cry. Breath of the Wild 2 was very surprising. I didn't expect... I knew we would get a Breath of the Wild sequel. I figured they wouldn't drop the world since there was still untapped potential with it. I didn't expect we would see it here at E3. So that's pretty neat. They're the winners. They had the best announcements. They showed them in a great way. Some announcements that they showed in multiple conferences, they showed better, with like one or two exceptions. This is easily the best conference of this year. They saved E3 for a lot of people, including me. I think it's safe to say it's better than E3 2018 as well.
It's definitely better than their last E3, because their last one was...
That was Smash and nothing else.
Yeah.
It was pretty much 30 minutes of Smash and like 10 minutes of stuff
30 minutes of showing off a party game.
It's not a party game.
It is.
We're gonna piss off so many people.
You weren't that anal.
You'd be surprised. I mean, I got Sonic fanboys up on my ass when I ranted about Supersonic. So. But yeah.
Good.
Great conference. A. I would give it an A. You know, I wouldn't give it an A+, because there are, you know, some announcements I could have done without. But generally, yeah. A. What would you give it?
I don't know.
A broken marriage out of 10. There.
Sure.
All right.
I'm still looking forward to seeing Pro Jared's E3 coverage, though.
Yeah.
I can't wait until he uploads again. I don't know whatever happened to him. Why he's not uploading.
Yeah, I know, right?
Whatever happened to him.
Let's just say, he's going downtown.
He's
visiting downtown.
in a rough spot.
Yeah.
He's in a rough patch.
Yeah. I guess he got a bit of the willies.
For Pro
Chafes
Jared.
my willy.
Da, 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 da.
You know, I'll probably just like comment on Silva Gunner's channel and say, "Hey, I'm gonna borrow this music," and just make that be the ending. I won't do that. I don't have permission to use that, but I wish I did.
Internet's not very good, is it?
What?
It keeps going off internet.
Okay, well, anyway. So yeah, that's all from me. Nintendo won. I'm the Seaman235 signing out, and also some other douchebags here, and he says bye.
Wub lub a dub dub.